What's up, guys, and welcome to another FIFA career mode video with Crystal Palace. I'm Zach, and we're managing against Newcastle United in the first game of the series today. Again, I can't really show the intros. A lot of people have been getting banned for those, so I am just showing kind of like me deciding the lineup. We're going with a basically first choice 11. Tom Davies subbed in for MacArthur there today. Otherwise, we're pretty much full strength with Townsend, Benteke, and Nkudu up top, Alban Lafont in goal, regular defense, regular midfield plus Davies. So we start off combining down the side with Davies and Townsend really nicely. Davies finds Benteke in the middle, who finds our midfielder who begins with M from Serbia, and he absolutely buries that, which was really nice. He's popped up with a few goals from midfield there, so really happy to take the early lead. But unfortunately, Newcastle aren't taking this game lying down. Rolando Aarons into Dwight Gale. Dwight Gale over to Mitrovic, back to Aarons, right through to Mitrovic. Terrible defending from me. I dragged the center back out of position, dragged Sacco, I think it was, just way up the field. And they do end up equalizing. But in the 80th minute, we're down the right wing with Townsend, cuts inside, beats his man, beats another, and just fires it home. Really nice goal there. Really happy to get that goal in the 81st minute. Townsend is hot and cold, right? So some games he's really good. Some games he's pretty poor. It'll be interesting to see what we do with him going forward. The whole second portion of this video, probably the vast majority of it, as a matter of fact, about 2/3, I would say, is us going through the squad and just kind of making adjustments and placing players on the transfer list, identifying some transfer targets. We are into November now, and we're just hovering just above the relegation zone, despite this win with at Newcastle. And we need to improve. And like I promised in the last episode, changes are coming in January. That'll be just a couple episodes away. You'll probably see January transfer window start sometime next week. And identify some targets and talk about, what we do with some of the players that are there already. But as for right now, we jump into a game with Spurs. It's just a couple days after our game at Newcastle. So we are going away to Spurs in Tottenham in London. Are we playing at Wembley? I think we are. As Sacco gets a start instead of Townsend today, we had to rotate the side because we were pretty beat, a lot of the players. But Benteke does still keep his starting place and slots it home to give us the early lead away from home against Spurs. Second in the Premier League last year, second year before that. So really nice to get the lead against them. Benteke just pinpoint accuracy there, really nice. Can't argue with that at all. But Spurs are right back on the attack, and they find this guy Fahad, and I don't know who that is, but he scores an absolute banger in off the post. Super finesse shot, a lot of curl on it. Starts outside the post and curls back in. Nothing Lafont could do about it, and levels the score at 1-1. But there's Eriksson in the middle of the field making plays and absolutely hammering that into the back of the net, unfortunately for us. And we are right back down again. Nearly as quickly as we took the lead, we lost it to an equalizer, and then Spurs went right ahead. But I see the opening for Sacco there. Try to hit it, doesn't quite come off, but Sacco finds a teammate, and Benteke gives it back to him, and what a goal that is. Upper 90 to level it. And all this action in the first half hour of the game, first 36 minutes or so of the game. I was really happy with our ability to rebound and come back. And you can see Gazzaniga in the goal there, not Hugo Lloris. I don't know if Lloris had a chance of saving that, but I doubt it. I mean, you see the replay here, right across the keeper. Just couldn't react in time, and we are able to slot that home and equalize. But unfortunately, Harry Kane finds Heung-min Son, and Son dashes our dreams late on, unfortunately. So we do end up late on in the second half, or first half anyway. The second half, nothing at all happened. It ends up finishing 3-2. So I'm going to hand it off to myself now for the live section and squad review. I hope you guys enjoy that. Please like, subscribe, and let me know any comments going forward. Hey guys, so welcome to a portion of the episode that's going to be a little bit different than things you've seen in the past. Obviously, this is a live commentary, and it's going to be like a squad review sort of thing. So right now, we are first week in November 5th. We've got 2 months until the January transfer window opens up. After 2 months, we're hovering just outside the relegation zone, unfortunately, with 10 points from 11 games, and we need some improvements. So right now we're going to go through the squad. I'm just going to talk you guys through it, what I'm thinking, what's going on, and we're just going to take a look. So overall, I've been happy with Lafont. I think he's been really good. He's been growing nicely to +1 overall. I'm happy with him, and then I'm happy using Hennessy as my backup. I think we're all set at goalkeeper. Actually, SWRN can go, actually. We'll add him to the transfer list and we'll move him on. Club legend, I know, but we don't have a use for him, unfortunately. So now Joel Ward's contract is expiring in 8 months. Obviously, if we don't renew it, it can be renewed by, or he can sign for someone else in January. So that's definitely something to consider. And then Martin Kelly is getting on a bit. We'll probably move him on at the end of the season. We'll probably keep both these guys around till at least the end of the season, and then maybe a right back will be a summer target. I think we'll be okay in January at fullback there. Center back, I think we're doing all right. We've got our starting two of Tompkins and Sacco. I don't have a ton of problems with them. Innes is obviously out on loan. Riedewald and Fosu Mensah are very serviceable backups, both of them. And then Matt Phillips can get removed from the loan list and actually go right on the transfer list, and he can be on his way out. So Schlupp is obviously unhappy here. We haven't used him much at all. Van Aanholt's obviously my first choice, and SWRN is in behind him. So I think I will add Schlupp to the transfer list. He's surplus to requirements here. This guy, Lance Turner, he's 38 rated. I'll put him out on loan as soon as we can, but let's look at his attributes here. He's got very, very low attributes, all in the red, and he's not somebody that we're probably even ever going to use this series, unfortunately. We do have Milejovic. Oh god, I'm terrible at this name. I don't know, but he's been doing really well. If you look at his stats, he's got 3 goals from midfield in 14 games, which I'm pretty happy about. So, and a 7.6 rating, which is really, really good. So, I'm happy with him in midfield. And then Kabai is also really good in the midfield. That third spot, I'd definitely be open to replacing. But we'll get to that in a second. So this Husin guy hasn't got a look in. Let's remove him from the loan list. Let's just get him out of here. Trying to clean up some dead wood around here. Just move some guys on. Same thing. We'll remove him from the loan list and we'll just get him going. Same thing with Lokio. Only 55 rated. He's not going to cut it here. We're looking for much more quality. So Much and Davies, both definitely solid backups. Davies hasn't developed much so far, but he is just 19, and he has played well when he's been called upon. An 8.4 rating. I mean, you can't really argue with that. So he has been very, very good when we have called upon him. Luke Dreyer, 61, but see, he's going up +2, so we'll keep him around. Keep him on the loan list. Maybe we'll send him out, see what happens with him. Jason Punchin's been a good substitute and to bring on. Actually, all 3 of these guys have been very solid. We'll leave them all there. Bakary Sakho, I don't know, you guys saw that goal he just scored. His contract's expiring in 8 months, and you know what? We will delegate his renewal. What are we paying him now? We're paying him, where can you see that? Financial. We're paying him 31K. We'll delegate a renewal. We definitely won't go. Oh, wage 47. Perfect. Okay, I kind of messed that up. But we will accept those 3 years, rotation 47K. That's fine. He gets a little bit of a pay bump, but I think he's worth it. We tie him down for another few years, so that's fine with me. Kabai and MacArthur and Punchin, we'll deal with all their contracts at a later date. Nkudu's been good. I've been happy with his return. If we look at his stats, 2 goals, 2 assists from 12 games, but he does have that 7.4 rating, which is very, very good. Kakai can honestly go. Townsend, I'm not been super impressed with either. You know, he has his moments, but I feel like he's very hit or miss. So we will add Kakai to the transfer list, and he can go. We will definitely bringing in a right midfielder, a right winger, moving Nkudu to the left, and then have Sacco and Townsend as our backups. That's my plan going forward. Jonathan Williams, he's out on loan at Sunderland right now. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he's been good so far. I've been happy with him, happy with his production, and does have that +1 overall, which is really good. Ricci's grown 6 points. He is just showing great potential, so we definitely have better prospects than him. We will keep him around for now, though. Obviously, he is our Scout Future Star. Ladipo can go. Hasn't grown a rating. He's 24 years old. I've had about enough of him. Looking at him in the squad, and then Wickham and Benteke are fine right there. Benteke does have 8 goals, 18 games, with a 7.6 rating, which is a pretty good return. I just wish we were winning some more games, scoring a few more goals, but we will get there. So that's kind of the squad as it is now. So obvious holes. We have an obvious hole at central midfield and an obvious hole at right midfield and right back. So I know I did mention at right back we were thinking, okay, maybe we'll get through, but maybe we won't. So we're going to take a look at the transfer hub, and these were just some guys that I was looking at that these 3 guys I enjoyed for my road to glory. Obviously Elder Costa we were looking at during the summer. So what I'm going to do right now is search for a few players, some of which were suggested by, let me get his name right, Skullbreaker on episode 4. He made a bunch of comments and suggested a few guys, some of which I really like the look of, especially Heinrichs from, I believe he's from Leverkusen. So we are going to search for him right now. Let me just figure out how to search. So we are going to look for right backs or defenders from the Bundesliga, from Leverkusen. I know he's from Leverkusen. I've looked at his Ultimate Team card, and we're just going to take a look quick. And oh, they bought Florenzi. That's interesting. Oh no, he's not there. So we will actually search his name. His name is Benjamin Henrichs. Henrichs. There he is. Where'd he move to? He moved to Roma for 11 million. Okay, well, we will still scout him. We will still shortlist him just so we've got him. And that's definitely an option. Another option is another guy from Ajax, actually, De Ligt in defense. And I know he's listed as a center back, but I think he could do a job anywhere in the defense if need be. Doesn't have a ton of pace, but he's a good defender, especially if we decide to go to a 3-back or 5-back, which we may eventually do. And he does have the exciting prospect tag. And now here's a guy for that right wing spot that I absolutely love. He is one of the best young players in the world, in my opinion, and certainly, but I am biased, for the United States. He's been carrying the team lately. Exciting prospect, Christian Pulisic. 19 years old, from Dortmund. I know it's not a super realistic transfer, but I want to get him in. He's my #1 priority. I won't be stopped until he joins our team. Let me just double check. Does he have 4-star skills? I believe he does. How can I check that? I guess I can't see that from here. We'll check him out in a second. So looking at his other suggestions, he does suggest Rashford, a really fast striker. We'll look at Rashford. I don't see that being super realistic because I think he'll be super expensive. Oh, he's even listed as a left midfielder, but you know, I think we'd probably use him at striker. 6'1", really quick player. So those are some of the guys that I've kind of shortlisted in my head. Goretzka, I really want to bring in. His contract is expiring, I believe. We could make an offer for him right now, or at least his contract was expiring last time I saw him. I guess it's not anymore. Interesting. But anyway, so these are just some of the guys that we're definitely going to take a look at going into January. A lot of youth. In fact, these 3 guys are all under 21. 4 guys right there. So definitely people I want to bring in. Definitely going to be making moves in January, making progress, moving forward, and bringing Palace to where they belong. In mid-table. So we will work on that next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw today, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you enjoyed, and hit the video with a like. I'd really appreciate all of that. So I'll talk to you guys next time. See you.